1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Hey, McFly, what do you think you're doing? Hey, I'm talking to you, McFly, you Irish bug.
Drink a beer! Your rent's due, motherfucker! Are you conscious?
You think I'm gonna spend the rest of my life in this slop house?
Fuck you! Fuck you! And fuck you!
Our special returning guest tonight is JJ. I was walking drunk on the other side of town, but now I'm walking drunk on this side of town, so I made time for you guys. You know, could have been a horror movie or porn movie. Either way, that's how they start.
I'm telling you right now, there's a reason that the voice of your GPS is female, because they know what the fuck they're doing.
Cool. That guy's got views on shit that the rest of the world just doesn't see. Oh, welcome back, all loyal listeners and haters alike, and anyone else that thinks herds of cows are just a bunch of fucking assholes judging you while you drive by.
I don't know about that, man.
I don't
They
know,
seem
dude.
pretty self-consumed in what they're doing.
They seriously look like they're really judging.
Just
very
the ones
fucking
in the
hard.
street that really you got to worry about.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so tonight is Monday night, September 26, 2016. I am Pimp Snaggles.
I am the Irish car wreck.
And this is 6
in 60.
over here to my left. And if a hunchback walking with a drug, he'd sell it by the gram.
You fucking
It's DJ Smite.
Running the dingy and bell and the timer and looking very dapper tonight is my buddy Viagra.
What's going on, everybody?
Did you eat that double-double?
No.
Animal style? Yeah, you better get to it, man.
Where is it?
It's in the green
It's
fridge.
still in a suitcase.
I didn't fucking see it in
Fuck
there.
yeah, it's in
Next
the green
is
fridge.
I'll be
Dirty
back,
socks.
guys.
This motherfucker.
You might want to heat that up.
It's next to his dirty socks.
It's still wrapped in underwear. Don't
It
worry
actually
about
probably smells like dirty socks.
That would be fucking
It
awesome.
went through a 20-hour freaking car
That
ride
would be bittersweet, but
in the
it'd be awesome.
cooler.
And our special returning guest tonight is JJ
How's it going,
from the
guys?
Dual Thought Podcast.
Pretty good, man. How you doing?
Having a blast.
We've been trying to get him on the show for a month and a half now.
Right?
So
Well, he was here the night that shit
Technical
went awry,
difficulties.
so
that all the shit went down. So,
so welcome back, man. Thanks
Yeah.
for making time out of your busy.
busy day. Yeah.
It's my weekend.
It's hard to
He's
say.
like, I was walking drunk on the other side of town, but now I'm walking drunk on this side
Right.
of town. So I made time for you guys. You
That's
know.
right.
I have
that's right.
plans to walk on
Drunk
the
to
other
the other
side
side
of the
of
town eventually.
Somebody's
so.
got to do it. Right?
Oh man.
I mean, Rex not out there walking the town anymore, so you know,
That's
somebody's
right.
got to do
Oh,
it.
now he's driving around.
Oh shit. So
Did you find it?
You're full of fucking shit.
What?
There's nothing in there. You were lying this
Oh,
whole
it's in the,
fucking time.
the brown
weren't
fridge. I'm sorry, I said the
It's
green
in
fridge. I said the
April.
you? I
brown
looked in
fridge.
there too.
It's in. If somebody ate it, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. I brought it. I guarantee you.
check the Darnold.
I Snapchat you and everything. All
Yeah,
right,
you
check
better
it out.
fucking
all right hold on.
talk to that deaf
Because
son
I'm
of a
not
bitch.
going to be called a liar the entire night. Hold on.
Unless you lied, of course. So anyhow,
Machete in
Sorry,
the house.
when it comes to In and Out, I mean, it's no
no.
fucking joke.
yeah, I know. It is the best shit on the planet. So let's go with the week in review. What do you got over there? Anybody?
Fuck, dude. I've been fueling off of cocaine and whiskey. I mean,
Fantastic. Okay, so apparently he has found the double.
Oh shit!
How did you not see the fucking bag, dude?
I didn't see the bag.
It looks like it's smashed in the side.
Mumble,
all
I
right.
thank you, Rick.
That's all
Yeah.
right.
See?
So there
Hey,
is
all
in
fucking
fact
stoked.
a double animal style
Yes,
sitting
it
on the
is.
table right
I will
now.
give you $20 for that right now.
Which made
You
a
better give me
20-hour
some sucky with that $20.
I get
Which
some
made-
sucky with that $20.
It made a 20-hour trip from Texas in the back of a truck with Rec laying on it. So
No,
It was in the
with my
cooler.
nieces and nephews laying on it.
Oh,
so
well, there
God
you go.
knows what's.
the whole family took
It
turns
was in.
laying
It was
on
in the cooler.
It was brought to you. It was brought to you from the family with love.
With love.
It really
And
was, man.
some
I mean,
anger.
we honestly made a special detour on our way out of Austin just so I could buy that for you.
Oh, thank you.
Because it was while I was giving you shit about Whataburger. So I don't know if you've ever had
yeah.
Whataburger, but
Hell
Whataburger
yeah.
is fucking
It
fantastic.
is.
Fuck
No, it is
yeah.
amazing.
So
It is
I was
amazing.
like, dude, I'll just bring you a Whataburger.
And I was
'cause
like,
they're
you better
everywhere.
not fucking bring me Whataburger. I want
So I
some
was
fucking In
so
and Out.
I had to convince my ma and everybody. I was like, all right, we got to make a detour. I got to get a double for this guy or he's going to kill me.
You know what? That's exactly how a lot of horror movies start out.
Right.
All right, I'll make a detour for this. Horror movies and porn movies
And you were
start
in
out
Texas,
the same
right?
way,
So Texas Chainsaw Massacre took
Yeah,
the
yeah.
wrong
Damn
dirt road.
straight.
Or Debbie Does Dallas. It could have been a horror movie or a porn movie. Either way, that's how they start.
Here's
It's
the
just a food
pizza.
tour.
So I
Yeah,
guess
here's
we
the
should
pepperoni.
start the weekend review with Rex since he was out of town the whole time.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Should we? All right. Well, in any case, let me just start off by saying, there's my gift to you, sir.
Oh,
you
thank
got
you,
a
sir. I'm
double
fucking stoked.
animal style. I didn't bring fries because the fries would have sucked
Fuck
by
that.
now.
I don't reheat
The
fries.
fries really aren't that good.
This is
anyway.
perfect.
They are.
Exactly.
That's really all you need is the burger. When you go to In-N-Out, it's very important. Just order the sandwich. You don't need the burger or the fries rather.
Agreed.
They're not.
100%.
They're decent, but they're not anything to write home about. I'd rather have
I agree.
McDonald's French fries.
I disagree. A burger's not a burger without the fries.
Yeah, but when they're 20 hours old.
Oh yeah, agreed. Okay, yeah. That's,
yeah, trying to bring them all
what
that.
I'm saying.
all
No,
that
no,
way,
no. No,
yeah.
I'm saying, but when you
Whatever.
go in to eat, yeah, I gotta have the fries.
Well, originally Rex
So-
like, dude, I'm not gonna fucking go get In and Out, dude, and
Dude, when you asked
travel
me-
with it. And I'm like,
Well,
dude, I
'cause-
will reheat that. I don't
Dude,
give a shit.
You asked me to take it on a plane.
as long as it's in the cooler.
Like snakes on a plane, man. I ain't taking In and Out on a plane.
Hey, it would have been here in 2 hours rather than fucking 20.
He would have keistered that burger for you, bud.
Well, when I got dropped off,
Nobody's saying he
in
didn't.
San Diego, it took me a total
It is a
of
little
8
greasy on
hours
the outside
to
of
get
the bag.
from drop off to in the plane to out in Denver. That was 8 hours. Then I still had to take a shuttle back, so I wasn't even back till like 2:00 in the morning because you were hitting me up when I landed
That's
that day.
true.
Fucking A.
So I mean, it still would have been like a good solid 10 hours.
Oh,
This
fair
one's
enough.
only 16 at this point, probably 20. But either way, hey,
Hey,
we're
I'm still
we're
happy.
You're good.
we're gonna see how well In and Out stands up after 20 hours.
I'll tell you guys next week. Tune in.
So yeah, I went out to Texas over the weekend to visit my brother and my sister-in-law and my niece who got married.
Congratulations to them.
Yeah, dude, it was a really awesome ceremony. It really was. They put it together very nicely on their
is awesome.
property. The drive out there was. I'm telling you right now, there's a reason that the voice of your GPS is female because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. This bitch took us through every back like 2-lane highway she could through West Texas, then Central Texas, down into Southeast Texas. Dude, I mean, that was Texas Chainsaw Massacre shit. We were on roads and in towns. I was like, holy crap. I mean, there's cemeteries right on the side of the highway.
These American
Everything's
pickers.
broken down. I was
Some
scared
Pet
for my
Sematary
life.
Cemetery shit.
We had no idea where we were.
that.
It's seriously, the directions would be like, travel down this road for 6 miles, then take a right. And then you go down 6 miles, take a right, and then back. Travel down this road for 4 miles, then take a left. I'm like, how is this the most direct, fastest route I can take to get to Austin, Texas? Because I'm pretty fucking
Highway,
sure
man.
I could find a different way.
Hey, man. You never know. I mean, that's,
Right.
Who knows? Maybe you avoided some crazy fucking construction thing. Who knows?
Probably. You know what? On the bright side, here's the biggest deal is that my nephews and my niece really didn't fight that much,
Which is cool.
which was awesome.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they're, 14, 12, and 10,
They had
respectively.
phones.
Yeah, they have phones. They got all sorts of
That's
shit to keep them
Phones,
entertained. yeah.
iPads, and shit.
iPads,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
fuck yeah.
they were putting this game, and I know you guys all know it because we played it when we were kids, but they call it dibs. So what they do, they see an awesome car on the other side of the highway, dibs. Dibs on the Mustang. Dibs on
Dibs
the
is their
Corvette.
thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
dibs on
Dib-
the Mustang, or is that like a relevant thing to Chi-Chi's? Called dibs on that Mustang.
Right? No, I don't think so.
I never played that game.
I didn't see his car rolling around. No, the way we played when I was a kid is like you pretty much just what to keep you entertained when you were a kid rolling around the back of a station wagon in the late 80s and early
seatbelt.
90s with no seatbelts. Yeah, you'd play the traffic game, so you'd watch oncoming traffic, and the way we did it was whoever drew the first straw, which was usually my big brother, he got the first car, then somebody else get the second car. So like sometimes you get really shitty cars and you're like, yeah, I got a fucking Wagoneer. That's awesome. I fucking hate Wagoneers.
Well,
And meanwhile, your brother got a fucking, an awesome Corvette or something. You're like, you suck, man. I'll trade you the last 2 cars I got for your 1 car. It's,
again, this is first world problems
Right,
because
exactly,
in Kenya
exactly.
they're not really worried about drawing straws and picking cars. They're worried
used
about
to
walking
just-
17 miles with a bucket of water on their fucking head.
We used
very
to just
true.
punch each other in the car.
There's that too. That still happens. Though.
Yeah, see, but I put an abrupt end to that kind of shit while we were driving there and back. There
They
was
should
there was
comic
no
books.
shenanigans happening whatsoever.
Well, I
was
mean,
like, you
I
get-
guess it kind of started off when you first left here, and your nephew, I think it was, runs up and says, "Josh," and you go, "What the fuck do you want?"
Damn,
He wasn't in
strange.
a very good mood leaving that day.
I knew what was in store for me.
Yeah.
which was 20 hours of fucking torture.
Right, but it sounds like it all worked out okay.
Family.
So, but let me tell you, so the kids weren't that bad. What was bad, and forgive me if you're
God
listening,
forbid.
but I'm gonna put it right out there. Is my mom and my sister? They were worse than the kids.
When are you gonna get married, Carrack?
No. They weren't ragging on me. They were ragging on each other.
Under their breath and behind their backs.
As one of them would pass by the other and walk towards the back of the vehicle, one of them would be like, I don't know why the fuck she's doing that. She ain't gonna do shit with it anyway. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Fantastic.
How about I give you a couple of knives? You can knife fight it out right here in the gas station parking lot.
Me and the kids will head on down to the wedding. You guys will pick you up on the way back. He ain't pretty no more.
Me and the kids will be at the Walmart.
It's like I forget what movie that is from, but just throw a knife at either of their feet in the middle of nowhere and be like, I'll pick whoever survives up on the way back.
Dude, that would be awesome.
But all in all, we survived it. Today I just got in this morning. Actually, this afternoon. It was noon when I got here. So
It was.
It's been a long weekend, but I'm here.
Well, good, man.
And I'm in a beer drinking mood, so that's good.
It is good.
I did.
Then drink up. Open another.
I did. We did keg stands at the
Oh,
reception.
God.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, man. These Texas boys don't know how to drink beer.
It's because of the elevation
Right?
that we're at.
Exactly, dude. They were making it like maybe 15, 16 seconds. I did 2 keg stands, 30 seconds apiece. And each time I'm like, I could keep going if you want me to.
Right.
Like,
And that's
this
how we
ain't
do in
nothing.
Colorado.
Right? Exactly.
Fucking A.
I was like, that's what I told them too. I was like, you guys really want to drink? You come to Colorado and hang out with me in 6 and 60. We'll show
they'll
you
be
what's
done
what.
for.
Yeah,
Dude. Yeah.
you won't even survive the weekend.
They'd be done for.
So
Our week started with pool leagues on Thursday.
It did start on Thursday.
Well, because I don't remember the other 3 days, but
So it was funny because we did start pool leagues this week. So Thursday night we went in.
How'd you guys do?
I did all right.
I fucking did horrible.
So Viagra, this was my favorite part. Viagra, he's all excited before we go, and he's all just hopping around like a little chihuahua. He's all excited, right? And he's like, "Oh man, I'm so pumped, dude!" And I was like, "I said, you know what I love about you, Viagra? Right now, you have a sparkle in your eye. Later tonight, that will be gone."
Oh, it fucking
And it
changed
was, dude.
like crazy.
He was seriously like wanting to get his whole face in front of the shotgun by the end of the night, dude.
yeah,
it was rough, man.
considering that like my first fucking 3 games I lost,
Yeah, no, it was bad.
and then the very last game I played with Quags, and he breaks his own rack. And fucking got every single ball ran
Yeah,
the whole
he
fucking table.
table
I
ran.
didn't even have a chance to pick up my cue.
Which I told you can't be mad about that because you can't defend against a table run.
I know it
So,
was badass, but
People do get pissed about a table run. I'm like, you can't get pissed because you have no choice. You can't defend against that. There's nothing you can do.
no,
Right.
there's not.
Yeah,
So,
when you
but-
can't even take a shot.
Yeah,
To
exactly.
try to play defense.
So
There's
now what
nothing
you
can
should
do.
be pissed about is that out of a possible 40, you got 8. You got 8 out of a possible
Yep.
40.
See, that's
two,
what-
two, and then
That's
4.
what you should be pissed about.
Oh, I was
Yeah,
angry.
because I
Because
lost
3
all my
games-
games.
Because 3 games, you had a chance.
I lost all
you're
my
right.
games, but I was on the 8 ball, so
Yeah.
I got a 27.
I was gonna say. So what was your score? But
27.
27. All right.
But it was fun, man.
Out of
It was
40,
definitely
that's
a
not
good
bad.
time because I know, Snaggles put it this way. He's
Hey.
like, we're going to have a good time. We're not there to be fucking
Yeah.
assholes, be pissed off. He's like,
Right.
the reason that we go is so we could, do something else with our life.
I
you
do
know,
want to
just
try
have
to
a blast.
win, though.
And you know what? At the end of the day, Viagra, like, dude, it's your first time playing leagues, right?
Yep.
So you're gonna get better as you go along, man.
Oh, I
you
fucking went to
get in
matchups
the,
last night and
you got to get in
fucking-
the fray and throw yourself around for a little while,
absolutely.
so you can get better. You got to play better.
Well, I was playing with
competition so you
Ginger
can get
Ninja
better.
all night at matchups last night, and fucking, I was killing it. Like, I wasn't winning every single game, but getting more than 2 fucking balls in.
Right.
Running the fucking table and shit. And I was like, dude, but I can't fucking do this at leagues. What the fuck?
It happens, man. It's a pressure thing, but that's all right.
But it was still a lot of
So,
fun.
I didn't get too tore up, but I don't know what you guys did after I left, man.
I hung out with, I think you're going to call her Fuego.
Yeah.
She came back here.
Oh,
we
yeah,
partied
that's
for a
right.
while.
That's right. Party.
So
Oh,
we're gonna have her. We're gonna have her on the show soon.
yeah. Hey, everybody, Fuego's in the house. All right. Face down, ass up. That's the way you like it, Fuego, right?
I just look over at Smite. Smite picks me up for work the next morning, and he's like, "That's really weird seeing my old car parked in front of your house."
The town's going to start talking.
Town's gonna
Shell
talk.
comes out. He goes, "Hey, how's it going?"
So that text message you sent me on Friday morning, did not mean to send it to me, did you?
I believe you
I don't
did.
know. Probably.
I don't think you did.
I did.
All right, fair enough.
About ravaging it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I had no idea what you're talking about.
I know. You're like cool.
Cool, man.
Didn't even ask for
response
any
was-
response.
Good for you.
Yeah, that was it.
So then Friday night, I didn't go out Friday. I just stayed in.
I think we just partied here all night, and
I
then
believe so.
I gotta
Yeah.
back up. I think I'm too loud.
Okay.
same with Saturday. I mean, it was
Saturday-
Maya's birthday.
Yeah, it was Maya's birthday. I come down, and these fucking jackasses, dude. I come down and open the door in the other shop, and I'm like, bam, hit somebody in the back, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
There's one-eyed
They
wonky.
slid the fucking craps table right over in front of the front door.
Yeah.
Well, we played craps there all night.
I understand that, but it was right in front of the goddamn front door.
I know.
I was like, there's a whole other room right there. Why didn't we go in there? And so I don't know. But me and Gigi left, and then Viagra came with us at one point, went to the bar. Then we did some karaoke.
We did.
And
how's that going?
You know, the bartender there was asking if Rick was
It's-
coming, and
you know
Just
what,
kidding.
dude?
I'm sure they weren't.
What amazes me is the fact that it's the dude's company, and he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
I've got.
weren't you
I've
helping
got
him hook
no-
some shit up?
We got no comment to make on that subject, nor would I say if I had anything to comment at this point. My lawyers have advised me not to say anything.
Yeah, my people get with your people.
Right.
They
Right.
can have lunch.
I don't know, man. I just look at it and I'm like, dude, I don't understand what you're. It's amazing.
You know, in his defense, he was just doing his job when I acted like an asshole. I was just
Right.
pissed off about the way he went about like my song selection that night.
Well, right.
And so I did something I shouldn't have done, but at the end of the day, I was just like, dude, I put that song up before anything else. Like that should have been your.
Well, and I
number
understand,
one,
you know, and I understand we're in a transition.
But
phase
I was
with-
drunk, so
Well, yeah.
I reacted as a drunk guy would, which is to be an asshole.
Right.
So.
But I
No
mean, I
drunk car
understand.
wreck would.
I understand we're in a transition phase, but the thing is, at this point, all of us hanging out with DJ Hangman for so long, we know how the fucking system runs.
Right.
You know, we're like, there should be a history for everybody. You should
Oh,
be
yeah.
able to just pull up a song.
Right.
This
Yeah.
is the third week that it hasn't happened.
Yeah.
He's just like, well, what are you saying? What? And I'm like, it's right. It should be right
Should
on
be
there,
right
dude.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was a little rough, but we got her done, and I got fucking annihilated.
Yeah,
I was
Annihilated,
trashed.
dude.
I was hanging out with Machete most of the day. We were working, and then we ended up back here.
Yeah, I was
By
being-
that point, we went to karaoke, and
Yeah.
you were just buying me whiskey after whiskey.
Yeah, and we came back after karaoke, came back here, and I was told all kinds of things Sunday that I do not remember whatsoever.
Yeah, I remember at one point after I had left the T-bar, I came back to the shop, and I look over at Jim, and I'm like, hey, you fucking asshole. You should fucking smash your head into that locker. And he's like, I'll fucking smash your head in the locker. And I was like, fucking try it.
That's
And I
not good.
stood up, and he picked me up like a fucking log, dude. Boom. Head first into the
told me to
fucking
try it.
locker.
There you go.
My
I
neck
told
is
him when
my
I'm
neck is
shit-faced.
completely fucked up right now. My head has a huge fucking bolt. It's
Don't
fucking
tell me
bad.
to try it.
You let him. You let him
I
do
know.
it.
I know.
So I ended up spending Saturday night in a treehouse.
Ooh, that
Fuck
sounds
yeah.
fun.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I thought it was pretty awesome.
Was there a
Everybody-
German chick involved?
No, there wasn't. Unfortunately. there was
German
this-
boy.
There was a really hot.
Don't say Asian. Don't
There
say
was a
it.
really hot tattooed chick there,
Yeah.
but she had like 3 kids. So immediately, like,
That
I'm
means she
already,
puts out
I
rec.
already went right back down to half mast because I'm like, 3 kids.
Yeah, but
know,
that means she
man.
puts out.
Yeah, a lot. So if you can
Right.
get her up in a
Enough to
treehouse,
have 3 kids.
Fucking A, dude.
But no,
would've
it was
done
so the house was full, and my brother had convinced me. He's like, "Dude, you gotta stay. You gotta stay. You gotta stay." And he lives like 20 miles out of town, so I was like, "All right, whatever, I'm staying." And then his wife was like, "We don't have room for you," and I was like,
You got
well,
a
what the
treehouse,
fuck? I was
don't
like-
you?
She's like, "Who's staying in the treehouse?" And she's like, "Nobody stays in the treehouse." I was like, "Give me a fucking blanket. I'll sleep in the treehouse." Fuck
going
it.
Oh, God
If
damn
you
it.
need me, I'll be in
With
the
the Black
treehouse.
Widows.
And she's like, "You're gonna get stung by all sorts of mosquitoes and everything." I was like, "I don't fucking care," because I was drunk. I was like, "I don't fucking care.
You don't
Just
know
give me a
me."
blanket. I'll be all right." Dude, I went up there. You know, hey, you ever been drunk and go to pass out? You don't fucking care
No.
or know anything. So
I've slept face down in the bathroom several times. Man. I don't give a fuck.
I woke
been
up.
there.
It was about 7:00 in the morning. I woke up because it started to rain on me, and I had the wherewithal to be like, "All right, roll over." I had a blanket and a sheet, so I put the blanket over top of me, put the sheet on top of that, and I just laid there for another like 10 minutes, and just let the rain hit. And I
Was
was
there
like,
no roof on this treehouse?
No,
Oh,
What
no
the
roof.
fuck?
that's just called a
The
called a
roof.
deck.
The roof. The
It's just
roof
called a
is
deck.
on
That's
fire.
not a treehouse, dude.
No, it was,
deck.
it was
It's a tree
well,
platform.
I guess if you want to call a deck in a tree a deck, all
Right. right. There was a dick on the deck in a tree. How about that?
There was a dick on the deck in the tree.
Did you find any old cool Playboys up there or anything?
No,
That's what we always put in
nothing
our
cool.
treehouse.
Nothing cool, man. Nothing
That
cool at
sucks,
all.
man.
But I mean,
Look
again,
at all this pizza dough.
You gotta remember who we're dealing with here.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
If I had found a Playboy up there, I probably would have had to report it to the authorities and have OSHA come in and fucking the material safety data guys come in and quarantine the whole area.
Gonna need you to quarantine this area. Yeah, so I mean, Sunday it was just kind of chill, dude. Just fucking laid around and
Yeah, it was kind
watched
of, at
football.
first it was really fucking boring because
Yeah, you
nobody was
came
answering
over.
their fucking calls, like trying to hit up people to drink, but Rex not in town. Smite turned it into
So your two
family
top
day.
options were out at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smite and fucking Rex. So I was like,
Dude, I
even
I
Donnie
spent
and Robert
all day
like,
yesterday in transit. It
Yeah,
was
that
terrible.
sucks.
I was like, fuck this, and I'm already had a couple drinks, so I was like, fuck this, I'm gonna go to Jim's. I didn't wake up till 2:30 in the afternoon, but fucking went over to Snaggle's house and pounded on his door. At that point, Gigi was like slamming the door in my face, saying I wasn't allowed in because the juju for the Chiefs.
The Chiefs were winning at that point. She's like, "You're gonna come in here and fuck this up. Don't fuck this up."
And she slams the door, and then all of a sudden
I don't think Fitzpatrick could have fucked that juju up for him because he
Man,
was
dude.
certainly
Was it
playing
6
right into
picks?
him. 6 picks.
Oh god, dude. Yeah, it was just like another one. Wow, another one. Holy shit, are you kidding me? Another one?
See, I did
Unreal,
that.
dude. Unreal.
Sure, we'll bring that up in
A
sports.
lot,
we will.
a lot of
We
guys
will.
get cut after a performance like that.
Oh, dude, I can't
But
imagine.
yeah, so I was a little frustrated yesterday because I knew we were leaving Sunday, and I'm like, all right,
Right.
cool. I'm cool with leaving Sunday, so I could be back here in time for the show.
Right.
I wake up at 7 when it started raining, so I get a hold of my mom, my sister, and I'm like, hey, make sure you pack all my shit out of the hotel room and let's get going because we
Right.
got a long drive.
Right.
So they come and we end up hanging out till 10 o'clock or whatever because they want to do pictures,
Right.
and, because they're women.
Right.
They think about shit like that.
Yeah. Somebody has
So
to,
it's
otherwise
like
we'd have no
noon.
record.
It's noon before we leave my brother's house. It's still another 20 minutes back down into San Marcos just to get on the interstate. Well, then my sister-in-law, I love her dearly, but she wanted to go to this awesome barbecue place called Kent Black's Barbecue, which I went to the last time I was out there. It's awesome barbecue.
Right.
So if you're ever in Austin, Texas, there's Terry Black's and there's Kent Black's, and they're both awesome barbecue.
Both amazing. I'm assuming they're related.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
The Black Brothers.
Yeah.
But so we ended up going there
Ironically,
for
they're white.
we exactly. We ended up going there for lunch. That takes another hour or so off of our departure time.
Right.
And then I stopped to get in and out for Viagra, and then my sister had to stop to get something else, and my mom had to stop and get something.
It's
and
a road trip,
I mean, they
man.
wanted to do touristy stuff when
Right.
all I wanted to do was let's hit the fucking road. We should have been on the road at 11 o'clock in the morning by
Right.
my estimation, which means I would have been back, midnight last night, somewhere
Right.
around there, As it stands, I wasn't
It's a
back
road
till-
trip, dude. You just
I know,
gotta
you
take
just gotta
it all
de-
in.
you just gotta
yeah.
deal with it.
Just gotta take it all in. And
But that's the
enjoy
thing
it,
with
whatever.
with traveling with women is everywhere they go, there's
Oh, yeah. There's
it's-
something
it's-
fantastical
dude,
and magical,
It takes
yeah.
half an hour to 45 minutes almost every time we stop because they got to check everything out.
Yeah.
They got to look
There's
around the
always
store.
something fantastical and magical, dude. Yeah.
I did pass by, and I texted you when we passed by it. I passed by the
Brewery.
Miller Brewery in Dallas.
Yes.
Fort Worth.
You should have taken a
last
picture.
night. I was trying
You
to,
tried.
man. We passed it so fast I couldn't get the phone out to take a picture of the sign fast enough. And I was like, oh my god, because I
Mental
know these
picture.
guys would love it.
I asked if it was glorious.
Oh, it
Mental
was-
picture.
The one in Milwaukee's better,
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
but I didn't know there was one in Dallas. So when
I
we
didn't know
passed
that
by
either.
it, I was awestruck. I was like, oh my god,
Yeah. Well,
there's
it's
the
kinda
holy
like-
grail. Don't touch the fucking springs.
What are you gonna fire up your guitar
Yeah,
over there? What are you
JJ.
doing, motherfucker?
That was my bad. I'm sorry.
It totally wasn't him. It was me the whole time.
Way to go, JJ.
I thought it was you.
Yeah, it was what it's a holy grail of breweries
Yeah,
in my
fuck
opinion.
yeah, no,
'cause,
for us, yeah, absolutely,
Because
yeah.
we drink so much of it.
Yeah.
Budweiser, I don't give a fuck. But
Yeah, because we have one running down the road,
Right.
so who gives a shit? But well, that's good, man. I'm glad you had a good time. All right, so let's set up JJ here. What the fuck you been doing, man?
Getting drunk, singing, fucking passing out in places that I shouldn't be passing out in.
Basically the same shit we're doing.
T-bar bathroom.
Basically
See,
the same shit we're doing.
you're auditioning to be my stand-in when I go out of town.
Oh yeah, yeah,
His
absolutely.
body double, Rex body double. You guys been doing the podcast or no?
we just got internet back like a week ago.
Okay.
We're looking at trying to get everything back going up and running. We're also looking for another person.
Right.
To help diversify the podcast.
Diversify.
Because when
stocks and portfolios,
Because you're an equal opportunity employer.
Yeah, what are you, Charles Schwab?
Actually, mostly the
Hey, you
reason
know what?
is
We have a black guy we aren't using. You guys should take
Don't talk about
affirmative action.
Ninja like that.
Affirmative action in use right there.
Hell yeah, dude. Shit.
But yeah, two people living under the same roof, we pretty much experience the same shit every day.
And that can be a problem, yes.
So-
And it actually has gotten to that. There's been times where it's got to that point with us where we're all together so much we're like, well, nobody has anything to add other than one fucking story. So if somebody covers one story, then it happens. But you know, I do understand what you're saying. You know,
so we're trying to do that, and that's where we've got plans for it, and hopefully we'll be starting the show back up here within the next 2
you know
to
who'd
3
be
months.
great on your show? One-Eyed Wonky.
Yeah, that's a great
Seriously,
idea.
dude. That guy.
He's all flipping us off.
I mean, that guy.
Why are you automatically dismissing
I like
that?
this one. I like this.
I'm
I
just
do
saying,
too.
That guy's got views on shit that the rest of the world just doesn't see.
Oh, especially if we just go into
That's a nice cross-eyed joke.
He
you just
essentially
made.
sees the world like an autistic 4-year-old. So
especially
he
with
sees
the way
things,
we
you
do
know, in
it.
an
Like,
amazing way.
here's a case of beer. Just drink, be happy. Just
I'm
That's
sure
all
he's
he
cool with
needs.
that.
That's all he
That's all he
needs.
needs.
Yeah.
like I know you guys
Yeah,
are set up
a little bit
on
of
6
Coke, but
beers
yeah.
in an hour, but like we're all about just drink as much as you can and spew
Yeah,
out whatever you want.
Absolutely, which he's great at. Most of it doesn't make any fucking sense, but he will spew out all kinds of shit.
Speaking of spewing,
Uh-oh.
I got my
You're gonna
niece.
spew,
I got
spew
my
into
niece
this.
to spew on her wedding night.
Excellent.
I walked over and I was like holding her hair and holding her dress, and she's like, "I'm gonna be fine." I was like, "I know. I don't want you to puke on the dress because your parents will be pissed."
I don't give a fuck about you. Don't puke on the dress. You're gonna get me in trouble.
And then did keg stands with her husband. So that was
Awesome, dude.
I was definitely Uncle Rec.
That sounds like a great fucking party,
That was
dude.
awesome.
My drunk Uncle Rec made me do it. So you're looking for a third person.
Yeah.
When was the last time you guys did an episode?
It's been a while.
6 months ago.
I think about 5 to 6 months ago. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Now, because I don't even see posts anymore on Facebook for it or anything, dude. So, are you guys going to get a bigger presence and push it a little bit more? What are you going to do?
We're hoping. At least I'm hoping to. I've been one of the ones
You're
for
the
the
computer
podcast
guy,
that
right?
keep pushing it, but
You're the computer guy,
Yeah.
right? So, fucking, what are you doing?
trying to work everything out
All right.
the best I can.
All right, fair enough. So, are you guys still running with the system with the equipment that we gave you guys?
Yes,
Yeah, and it's still working.
it's still working perfectly.
That's awesome. That sounds like it's
Yeah,
working
that's
better
really
than
cool.
our fucking equipment.
I was gonna say
Son of a bitch.
They didn't get shut down by equipment
FCC?
errors.
By a cord
They got
or
shut
some
down
shit.
by they're just
We
not
have
don't have time to do it.
we have limitations with the equipment, but we've been able to make it work for us.
Oh yeah. No, and I mean when we started out with that, it was fun, dude. But obviously we expanded and we had to go fucking bigger,
Yeah.
which has worked out.
Well, I
pretty
mean,
fucking
how
nice,
many
I think.
weeks do we actually do that though with just the two interfaces?
I think it was maybe
Maybe 2 or 3
3
weeks.
weeks, and then I was like, "Fuck, we gotta go better."
Well, because I mean, as soon as motherfucker Jones became part of it,
Yeah, as soon as
it
we
was
added
like,
more
all right.
people, we didn't have
and
a
then,
choice.
And then K Dubs became part of it, and it was like we gotta go big.
Yeah.
We need to
we
call
had to-
her on a Monday.
Agreed,
Motherfucker Jones.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
My mom wanted to buy her car today. I was like, nah. She's like,
She
why
will
not? I was
fucking
like,
stab
because
you.
if I try to sell that motherfucking car, motherfucker Jones will come back from motherfucking
Oh,
Texas
Jesus.
and stab me with my motherfucking heart.
and
All
find
of
your
us.
mom and then stab her.
Right.
No,
So-
we would all be dead. It would be a
Yeah.
massacre.
And then she would go hunt down his mom. So yeah, no, we don't need that. We don't need that heat.
She does want the cactus though.
I know. Everybody wants.
Smite's
to
like,
fucking
nope.
cactus. No,
You know,
Smite
I
already
sold
gave it away.
I sold it to Tom for $50, and he never came pick it up, so it's back on the market.
That's what I told him. I said there have been 9 people.
$5.
There have been anywhere between
See,
9
no, no.
and 14 people
Hey,
in possession
here's
of
the
this
thing.
thing.
Here's what I told
Here's
my
the
mom
thing.
straight up. I was like, you know what? You want that thing? You got to dig it out of there yourself.
For the listeners, there's this fucking 14-foot tall steel cactus sitting in the back
It's
corner
a
of the fucking
birdhouse.
yard. It's a fucking bird shit house now. Is what
One
it
of,
is,
one of my
but-
nephews asked me today if it was real. I want to slap him right in the fucking head.
No, for real. Like, here's the thing. my dream of having it was crushed when I realized that you probably got to get a fucking crane.
That's what I told my mom. That's what I was telling my mom. I was like, "Do you realize how heavy that thing is?" She's like,
retarded.
"I'll just throw it in the back of my truck." I was like, "The fuck you will."
I think that's why Snaggle said, "Yeah, go ahead and have it," because
you need a trailer to haul that thing.
I don't want anything to do with the goddamn thing.
That thing's huge.
And you gotta basically cherry pick that bitch out of there and set it on a trailer, dude. That's gonna be
no, it ain't gonna be
quite a
easy.
task.
Ain't gonna be easy.
Maybe we'll throw it on top of the Jeep and go scrap it tomorrow.
Man, all right. So you got some news stories over there?
I do have some news stories here.
You guys can fucking crack in anytime you want, at least. Input whenever you
can
feel
definitely
necessary.
crack in on this one if you want.
The Kraken?
This one's
that's Willy Wonka's kid. She's the Kraken.
This one is entitled
Willy Wonka in the
Kids,
house.
What I wonky?
Don't smoke crack.
Nope.
No, it's white kids smoke crack.
The president of an Ontario chapter of Crime Stoppers was forced out of his position this week after police charged him in connection with a large marijuana grow operation.
Oh, imagine that.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
He should have been in Colorado.
Turns out he's been looking for himself for 8 months.
Right? I gotta find me.
But he's so fucking high.
Don't we all?
Windsor, I can't find my way out of the weed plants.
Windsor and Essex County Police Crime Stoppers voted Thursday to remove John Paul Fuller the day after Ontario Provincial Police raided greenhouses in, I believe this is pronounced Leamington?
I don't know.
Ontario.
Leamington?
It's not Leamington. It's Leamington.
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 Yeah.
The G silent.
The John Phonics worked for me.
Canadians are so strange, yeah.
Those Canadians, yeah.
Police say they found more than 2,900 marijuana plants with an estimated value of $2.9 million, along with 41 kilograms of harvested marijuana worth about $180,000.
Because it's Crime Stoppers. They like to be accurate.
It's difficult to accept. Very shocking. But nonetheless, we're moving forward, said Charlie Hotham, who preceded Fuller as president and was reinstated on Thursday.
Okay. Let me bring this up.
Okay.
Because had the guy
That's
been
a lot of
growing,
weed.
had the guy been growing 10 plants at his house or something, okay.
All right.
The motherfucker's growing 3,000 plants. How did nobody catch on to this? Like,
that's what I'm fucking saying.
That's a goddamn good point. 3,000 plants.
Yeah.
I just thought it was shrubbery.
You must bring us a shrubbery.
I mean, the fact that the dude, eats fucking 2
requires-
dozen donuts every fucking day, that should be a
but it
giveaway.
requires a greenhouse, dude, to grow that many plants.
Dude, it requires a fucking
need
factory to
huge
grow that
place.
shit, dude. Yeah. We're talking an old abandoned factory at that point, dude. I don't know. That's just crazy to me. How the fuck did nobody see that? Nobody.
Cheech and Chong it. You just put up a lot of camouflage over all the plants.
Yeah, like a swimming pool.
So
like-
it goes on to say, we don't want to let one person take away from the good deeds that Crime Stoppers does. Well, if it was Crime Stoppers, you would have found some dude growing 3,000 fucking marijuana plants somewhere nearby.
No shit.
Hotham said the Crime Stoppers board is not involved in the day-to-day operations of the tip line, which allows people to offer information on crimes without contacting police. Why the fuck aren't you involved in that?
What I'm saying
Isn't
is-
that your title is called Crime Stoppers?
Okay.
So if people are calling you instead of police, right?
Yeah.
That means it's not an emergency. They don't want the cops out there.
Right.
They want you to come take a look at it and stop some crime going on.
They want their
that somebody-
$1,000
Why?
You would
why
think-
is Crime Stoppers not involved in the day-to-day operations?
You would think
of
in that part of Canada, somebody would go by and go, that seems like a very random forest. Because that's a fucking shitload of plants, dude. That's the greenest spot in fucking Canada, dude.
They just
What
want
the
their
fuck?
$1,000.
Yeah, no shit.
Jesus,
So
man.
Fuller
Everybody
is,
just went in, took their stash, and left and kept their mouth quiet.
Fuller is charged with production of marijuana and possession for the purpose of trafficking. No shit.
He didn't try the personal use defense.
With 3,000 plants,
With that- yeah,
personal
with
defense.
that-
2,900.
I don't know about
I don't
that.
It was 2,900.
He bought stock in fucking tricks and
2,900, not 3,000. Let's get our facts straight.
He bought
Pre-tax.
stock.
Pretty goddamn close to 3,000.
It was pre-tax.
He bought stock in Tricks and Captain Crunch, and he was trying to up
Fuck
his dividends, dude. That's all he was trying
Dude.
to do. I mean, the
Fucking
guy's,
A.
to me, he
Dude,
seems smart.
hey, peanut butter crunch, dude.
Speaking of cereal,
Okay, this one is actually a current topic. It's a pretty serious thing because tonight is the tonight is the presidential debate.
Oh, dear God.
can I say
I was
something
waiting
really
for
quick?
Black Lives Matter.
I just
some
want to say
shit.
something really, really quick. And my father was here witness today. We went to Mello Yellow, and I was driving through the alley, and the dumpster, there was these 2 huge fucking things, and it said, "Chump." It had Donald Trump on there.
Nice,
oh,
dude.
my God, dude, I'm fucking laughing my ass off.
of the-
Anyway, that's all I wanted to
One of
say.
the best memes I've seen was somebody that took one of those Trump yard signs.
Yeah.
Says, vote Trump, make America great again. And they cut out the T and the P, and it said, vote rum, make America great again. I was like, fuck yeah.
It's probably about the only shot we got at this point.
Have you seen the one on I-25? I'm surprised nobody has defaced
No,
that
they
one.
remember they did tag it
Oh,
up, but
yeah,
they
did.
fixed it.
Yeah, they fixed it.
Oh no, that place is very right wing, and that's cool. I'm cool with those guys. But okay, so
All right.
all right. So, anyways, viewers of tonight's debate between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, who decide to drink every time Trump or Hillary tells a lie, could very well die of alcohol poisoning.
Dear Lord, yes.
According to the U.S. Surgeon General. After a series of clown car debates of 2012, an average of 70,000 additional alcohol poisoning related incidents occurred due to the frequently untrue nature of both parties' comments. First responders are bracing for a potentially more disastrous incident tonight, according between Trump and Hillary. Medical professionals found themselves in a similar situation last year. That said, we are anticipating record levels of alcohol poisoning all across the country as Americans engage in drinking games while they watch the debate. We can't impress enough on people the danger of mixing alcohol and watching the debates, especially with the field of candidates that we are giving up this year.
Oh, my God. I just about lost it there.
The Mayo Clinic reports the signs of alcohol poisoning include vomiting, confusion, seizures, slow breathing. These are all wreck.
I was going to say,
dude.
We just
Is
call
that
this.
what you're going to do on FarmersOnly.com?
No, I'm just saying.
This is a Monday morning.
I was
for
just
me.
going to say we
I've
call
pretty
this
much
Tuesday.
hit everything on the list already.
I was going to say we just call this Tuesday around here, but seizures, slow breathing, 7 breaths a minute or less. Ooh, that is pretty low. Blue tinged or pale skin, hypothermia, not being able to be
all right.
woken up after falling asleep.
I've never gone that far, but yes, vomiting, deep breaths, that sort of
Right.
stuff.
The last thing they say is, please do your fact checking as responsibly as possible, in order to confirm they're a lie. So, because every time they lie, you have to take a drink. So, yeah.
My favorite Colorado drinking game, and I've learned a lot of them since I've been here.
Oh yeah.
But my favorite one was when Tim Tebow was the quarterback. of
Oh
the
God! Every
Broncos.
time he
Oh,
T-bowed.
dear God.
Every time in his post game conference, if he would say, I'm
God.
so grateful, or I'm, I got to thank God.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh my God! If we take a shot for every one of
Dude.
those, you couldn't get through a news conference with Tim Tebow without being fucked up by the end of it. You're like, that motherfucker, I really loves
That
God.
motherfucker loves God, dude.
I'm gonna
Holy shit.
go love the porcelain God.
Got another one over
I
there?
do. Yeah. That's another pot story.
Yeah, there's
Imagine
a few
that.
out there.
Love weed.
Am I getting too loud over there, Smite?
No, you're good, man.
I feel a lot lighter in my
You're good,
headphones.
Yeah,
man.
you're good.
Maybe I just can't hear anymore.
You're a lot lighter in the loafers, but not
well,
on your headphones.
So this one's coming out of Gainesville, Florida, and it's entitled "Potheads Are Always Losing Shit." I believe that.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound false.
A Florida,
Look at Snaggle's
Shit
face.
Smite would do.
a Florida police department has said it is still holding on to 16 potted marijuana plants found on a trail until the owner comes forward. Good luck, motherfucker. The Gainesville Police Department said in a Facebook post, officers Quimbo and Holcomb.
Which are awesome names
Yeah,
for officers.
right? Those are awesome. I think it might be Quimbeo and Holcomb.
Dale.
Dice Deo.
Quimbo and Mount Me, they found some weed.
Anyway, they responded Tuesday to the trail near. I heard the Beverly Hills cops.
That was fairly appropriate.
They responded Tuesday to the trail near Norton Elementary School after an off-duty Alachua County Sheriff deputy was walking his dogs and discovered 16 individually potted plants under a large bush near the parkway.
Let me just say this. Smite would see this news report and go, oh, fuck, that's where I left him.
Right.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Funny story. I was doing laundry today. And I went
Found
through
a
some-
potted weed plant in the washer.
Yeah. No,
Feed
my
me,
5-year-old's
Seymour.
room. She had under a grow light. I don't know.
CPS.
Like when I do laundry, I go so far down on the bucket that I have, and then it's like gathers up. Then I go down, so
Yeah.
it's like putting gas in your car, or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like going all the way down. I found pills and weed,
Jesus.
money.
Yeah, Ginger Ninja pulled my shit out of the dryer and found one of the chargers.
Nice.
There's my charger.
Oh, laundry day is always fun.
It goes on to say the officers collected the plants and are storing them until the rightful owners can be found. The department said, like, these guys are just going to step forward and be like, "Yeah, could you please arrest me? Those are my plants."
Wait a minute, because we could have a news story in 2 weeks. Like, the idiots that left 16 plants on the trail believe that they could legitimately just walk up and get
I'm
their
just
plants
wondering
back.
what
isn't
like,
that a zero
prompted
tolerance
them,
state?
What prompted
also,
them to be like, "Hey, dude."
Which state was it?
Florida.
They were
Oh,
16 individually planted or potted plants. So I don't know who. Like maybe
Here's how
each of them are
fucking lazy
carrying
they
four. So
were.
there's 4 of them. They're all carrying 4.
Here's how lazy
and they're
they
like, "Let's
were.
put them underneath this bridge, man. We'll come back."
They
and
just
get
set them next to the trail. Like, you would think you would take them off the trail a ways, but they were just like, "Man, fuck it." Idiots.
Oh, it gets even better though. It says police left a note behind at the scene reading,
This is awesome.
"We have your weed. Call 911 to claim it. Thanks, GPD."
Gainesville Police Department.
Oh, don't worry, guys.
So
Don't
if they're
worry. We'll
yours-
get it back. We just got to call the police.
So if they are yours, please give us a call and set up a time that we can speak to you about them.
I just don't know
Dude,
somebody stupid enough to call the fucking cops.
Is Barney Fife run the Gainesville Police Department?
Fucking A he is now. All right,
That
so
is the dumbest fucking
that's what I'm
thing.
saying. Like, I love that they have a sense of humor about it. They're like, "Fuck it, whatever. We'll just put it out there."
Right, because they know nobody's coming
Yeah,
back.
fuck
But they're
them.
just like, "Hey, we found your weed. If you want
But
it
they would
back,
have to be seriously
give us a
stupid
call."
motherfuckers, and that
And
could
you know
happen.
what?
It's Florida.
You never know, man. No, it's not just Florida, but there are some stoners out there dumb enough that
They are
they get
fucking
stoned
dumb.
and they're like, "Man, what happened to all those plants we had? I got this guy John's number, man. We need to call him, man."
He said to call 911. That's where they're at, man.
We'll
All
get
right.
our plants back, man.
So this
Don't
one
worry.
takes a little darker turn, but it's I read the story. I was like, this is fucking awesome. So an Alaskan Avenger armed with a hammer is accused of attacking sex offenders using an online registry to flesh out his list.
What?
Check this out. So this dude tracking down up to 3 victims using Anchorage's public online sex offender registry. Jason Vukovic allegedly
Vukovic?
broke into his
German?
victims' homes
Russian.
late at night and bashed their heads in with a hammer.
Jesus.
Right? One of his victims landed on the sex offender registry 10 years
Victims.
ago after pleading no contest to attempted sexual abuse of a minor. Suffering from a fractured skull, Wesley Demarest told the TV station that Vukovic terrorized him in his house. He said, "I'm an avenging angel. I'm going to mete out justice for the people you hurt." So, Vukovic, 41, is also accused of robbing all 3 victims after his vengeful beatings. The attacks happened between June 25th and June 29th. Police found a notebook with his victims' names listed in it with addresses he found from the registry. So, and this could be a fucking thing, dude, because they give their names and addresses on the site, right? For
Yeah.
all sex
I don't-
offenders.
I don't-
Yeah,
They're
you
supposed
have
to.
to register.
The sex offenders.
Everybody
I
has
don't
to know where your
I don't
address
know
is
that-
and your
I
name.
mean, I think are they legally allowed to give the actual
I don't
physical
know.
address, or they just let you
apparently
know
in
like
Alaska
the
they-
Yes, they
neighborhood
are.
they live in?
They're supposed to.
Apparently in
it's like a
Alaska
red
they
dot
are.
on the fucking screen.
Exactly. So
But how does that prevent people from just going over and like whooping the shit out
that's
of
what
them?
I'm saying. Okay,
It
so
does.
the sex offender Avenger revealed that he had been molested and beaten by his adoptive father when he was a child. He wrote in a letter from jail to the Anchorage Dispatch. So
And so that's why he abused and
yeah, he
molested
said
children.
that he targets sexual offenders in hopes of supporting children in pursuit of their dreams. Not sure that that's exactly how you help children
Go
sex-
pursue your dreams. Kill
The-
sexual predators.
He's the sexual defender.
I'll beat these guys to death. You go ahead and move on with your dreams. Like I don't understand.
He
the
touching
fucking-
your butthole? Don't worry.
I got a hammer.
I'm gonna whoop his ass.
I got a fucking hammer with his name on
Are you
it.
touching
Your
my
pedophile
ass?
is now dead. You can live your dreams.
Now
Are
go
you
get your
touching my
fucking
ass?
shine box.
So on July 28th, he pled not guilty of his charges of robbery and assault. He's being held on $100,000 bail and expected to return to court.
I'm betting this guy wears like tight spandex and a fucking.
He
like,
was wearing a lot of
mask
leather
and
in the
shit,
picture, yeah. If convicted, he faces up to 35 years. Officials believe that Vukovic may have been abusing the online registry. No shit.
Oh, it's your first fucking guess.
Shocking.
The fact that he's probably single, has no kids,
Which was
and he's finding
Yeah.
pedophiles in his area and just beating the
Okay,
shit
so
out
it
of them.
says the registry, which was created to help warn concerned neighbors, not serve as a public hit list. Which, yeah, I agree, dude.
You know what? I kind of admire the guy, though.
I mean, I give it to him.
I think he went around it the wrong way, but
He's got fucking chutzpah, dude. He's got fucking chutzpah. There was one other thing I wanted to read. So,
all right.
This is I shorten this shit a lot, but I'll read the first one. It says, criminals aren't the most sensible people. We all know why people rob banks. As the famous quote goes, that's where the money is. Likewise, it's easy to understand why thieves steal things like cars and jewelry. They're worth a lot of money and can generally be sold easily to make a quick buck. So perhaps the rewards outweigh the risks. On the other hand, sometimes things are targeted by thieves that seem downright puzzling. So here's the top 10 list of things that are the most stolen in the United States.
This would be
Or
ridiculous.
maybe it was
Is batteries on the
I'm going to
list?
say number one is Honda Accords.
No.
Is batteries on the
Nissan
list?
Sentra.
Number one on the list is cheese.
Cheese?
Straight up. Cheese.
I need my cheese, damn it.
Wait, okay.
Cheese
That's
is supposedly
weird.
the most shoplifted item in the world.
What the?
Yeah.
in the world, though, we're not talking about the United States.
I know, but still.
Well,
Damn,
no,
you
I
see
can-
those
I can
Ethiopians?
see this though, because cheese is a very
Cheese is supposedly the most shoplifted
Substantial
item in the
thing.
world. In addition to your garden variety small-time cheddar thefts, there's occasionally some huge heists. This summer, a band of cheese pirates allegedly stole a truck in Wisconsin, home of the Cheeseheads, containing 20,000 pounds of cheese. Earlier in the year, the same area, a small trailer of cheese that is containing cheese.
It's not
trailer
so much
itself-
the heat up here, but the gosh darn cheese. That's why I come up here.
that is containing cheese. The trailer itself was made of cheese.
What?
The thieves apparently didn't have time to sell or perhaps eat the haul from earlier this year. Some $90,000 worth of Parmesan was recovered a couple weeks after the criminals made off with
It
it.
had to have been in like New York.
Okay.
$90,000 worth of Parmesan cheese.
Yep.
Do you guys have any, like,
That's
even
a
in
fuckload
your,
of
in your
Parmesan.
wildest dreams, do you have any idea how much $90,000?
Do you know how many Olive
worth of
Garden
Parmesan
workers it's going to take with
cheese?
their little shredders
Okay,
to walk
so
around and shred
let's find out.
$90,000 worth of Parmesan?
You'll just find some guy on the corner. I've got Parmesan. Parmesan,
like-
Parmesan.
would you
Would you like
Parmesan?
some real flat Parmesan cheese?
You just tell me when to stop. Thank you,
I see
Olive
you got
Garden
yourself
guy.
a side salad there. Would you like some Parmesan cheese to
There
go on
seems to
there?
be a large amount of Olive Garden workers around here this year. All right,
Okay,
second
so-
on the list was nuts.
Well, okay, just real quick. Parmesan cheese is $9.99 to $12.98 per pound.
There you go. That's a fuckload of Parmesan,
That's a
dude.
shitload of Parmesan cheese. man.
Okay, so number 2 on the list is nuts.
Nuts.
Number 3 on the list is eels.
Eels.
No shit.
What?
No shit.
Eels.
The high-end
Japanese
eels
people.
worth more than $1 million were shipped from China to Elizabeth, New
See?
Jersey.
Told
Because
you.
these guys stole a truck with 2,000 cases of barbecued eels this summer.
How the fuck do you barbecue an eel?
I don't fucking know, dude.
It's got to be like Szechuan or egg roll or $1.50 scoop or
So the
something.
true owners, so in this-
99 cent a scoop.
in this particular case, the true owners did
Eat
some
your dog,
legwork,
buddy.
and with
Eat
the
your
help
dog.
with the help, they set up a sting operation. The criminals took the bait, and the 3 men were arrested. And nearly 1,000 boxes of eels were recovered.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, number 4 on the list is maple syrup.
Are you fucking kidding me? Come on with that, man.
Only
Not at
because
all.
Super Troopers is coming out, too.
The summer thieves made off with $150,000 worth
Jesus
of Costco's fucking
Christ.
maple syrup.
Costco?
Damn.
How
That's like
the
2 for
fuck-
$1. That's big bottles
That's
of
a
syrup.
big ass. Dude, where the fuck are you trying to sell this shit, man?
Okay, ice cream is number 5.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
I haven't even
6.
heard car stereos or nothing
Number
like
6.
that.
I
Number
bet you don't
6.
stick that down your pants. if you
No,
steal
see,
it.
hey, straight.
Is that an eel down your
Oh,
pants?
that's
sir?
gold.
You know what? Straight up, what you've been naming off most of it is shit that you can sell to a restaurant at,
could.
at cheaper than
Oh, yeah.
what they would get from
Yeah.
their vendors.
Sure.
It makes sense, but it's unbelievable because you wouldn't think maple syrup would surpass like Ferraris.
Okay, now this one, Tide.
Tide.
Oh God! I don't even
Okay, I
Tide
can see them
laundry
selling
soap.
that to like hotels and and things.
There's been a scheme that over the last year has stolen $25,000 worth of Tide.
Wow.
That's a lot
That's
of Tide.
expensive.
Okay, beer is next on the list.
Yes,
can
yes.
Yep. Nope.
There's no need to even question that one.
Yeah,
we
Machete
understand.
has a story about stolen beer.
Beef.
sometime.
Beef is on the list.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now
People are
we're
jacking
we're
beef.
talking.
Yeah, I can
This
see
one
that.
may throw you guys for a loop. Nutella.
That shit's
Nutella.
expensive.
It's expensive.
Dude, that shit's $8 a quart, bro. No shit.
I'm just saying.
Oh, damn.
Nutella
It's
is
disgusting,
it is
too.
on the
My
list.
kids eat that shit like it's going out of fucking style.
In the great Nutella heist of 2013, some 11,000 pounds of the delicious chocolate hazelnut
Jesus
spread
Christ.
were pilfered in Germany.
Pilfered.
Pilfered,
I love
yeah.
that word.
Next on the list is chicken wings.
I will steal
shit.
the fuck out of a chicken
See,
wing.
cooked
Right
or
there with
uncooked?
you, Rick.
I'm on the top 15.
Is it
you give me
cooked or
chicken wings
uncooked
and
chicken
beer, I'm
wings?
stealing the shit out of
Well,
everything.
Right there.
2 men were caught up for reportedly stealing 26,000 pounds of wings, valued at $65,000 from a Tyson warehouse in Georgia.
So I'd
I
have
need-
to
I need
assume
friends like that,
uncooked
dude.
wings.
Wow. Man.
Somebody told us about somebody stealing a whole trash bag of wings from Wild Buffalo Rings.
That'd be all right.
Was that you?
Oh, yeah. No surprise one-eyed wonky was
Yeah.
involved in that.
No, one of his buddies.
All right, yeah. Now we definitely need to get this guy on the show.
I'm telling you, he's got all kinds of stories. Pets is the next one on the list, which
That
that's a
makes
pretty
sense.
big deal.
that makes
That
more
does
sense.
make sense.
That
The
makes
last
more
one-
sense than
The Nutella.
Yeah.
Or
Way
Parmesan
more.
cheese.
The next one on the list, the last one on the list, is pregnancy tests.
People steal
Okay,
pregnancy. Yeah, that makes sense.
That consensus was performed in the hood. 'cause-
Okay, so
All right, I'm actually surprised that the
bean
pregnancy
pies,
tests
bean pies.
outdo
bean pie,
the
come get a
condoms.
bean pie.
Single serve
Well,
bean
yeah.
pies.
according to one loss prevention specialist at Walmart, home pregnancy tests were the
I
most
knew it.
commonly shoplifted item in the store. So there you have it.
Well,
I'm
see,
actually
but-
kind of surprised because I thought they'd steal more condoms than.
It says
No.
it appears as if the tests aren't
No.
necessarily stolen to be resold. Instead, they're found later used in the
No,
store's
it-
restroom.
Yeah.
No, it totally makes sense because that's one thing that women would go in there and they're ashamed to pay for, so they steal it,
Yep.
use it in the bathroom at the store, and then just leave. Without
Or those Walmarts are located in the hood.
In the
and they
hood,
just
yeah,
go
well,
in there and
Obviously, it's a biased fucking result.
well,
but,
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah, that's crazy.
that is crazy.
I wouldn't have never guessed any of those on the top 10.
I told you, man. I told
Jeez,
you.
for sure.
There's a few of them I would have guessed, but a lot of them are pretty crazy, man.
Eels.
Yeah, eels.
Eels.
That one. That
I
one
mean,
threw
like,
me off,
seriously.
dude. Yeah, that
Like
one threw
cheese
me
was in
off.
the top 3. That's
No, that was the top number
Cheese
one.
was
what
the number
number
one,
was
yeah.
it? Number,
Cheese
okay.
was
Cheese
number
number
one. What the
Parmesan
fuck?
cheese.
What do you need that much cheese for? Seriously.
No, that's how much someone stole.
I love
If
cheese.
you have to ask, little man, you can't afford it.
Now, if it was cheese curds,
I
now we're
understand.
talking.
I love cheese, but goddamn, man,
Cheese curds.
Cheese
oh my
curds
God.
are
real
amazing,
ones
dude.
though.
Yeah,
ain't going
from
to jail.
Wisconsin.
Yeah,
dude.
fuck.
From Wisconsin.
They call it squeaky cheese, dude.
Yeah,
Oh
I ain't going
my
to jail
God.
for cheese. I'll tell you that. That's all I'm saying.
If I'm going to jail, I'm doing something fucking righteous.
Goddamn right.
And-
All right, so
All right.
sports.
Yeah, why not?
Dozer sent us a breakdown.
Good.
Let's hear that. Let's start
Well,
with that.
no. What, do you want to start with that, or do you want to go around the table real quick and?
Yeah.
I'm
Say
just
rest in
gonna
peace to
say-
Arnold Palmer.
Actually, rest in peace, to Arnold.
Yeah,
Palmer.
rest. Yeah, that's a.
I was
That was
looking
crazy.
for Arnold Palmer jokes for tonight.
87,
but-
man.
No, I know, and I mean, I'm not saying that it wasn't his
Dude
time
had
to go.
dude had a good life. you know?
Absolutely, had a
It
good
does
life.
suck.
And
Who
he
else
did
had-
amazing things.
What
for
other
golf,
sports
man.
player has ever had a drink named after them?
John Daly. But that's
Well-
just whiskey and lemonade.
Fair enough.
So yeah, but no, really, I mean,
I'm sure a lot of them have, but I mean, none more famous than the Arnold.
yeah,
Arnold
no,
Palmer,
it's
you know?
Arnold he was amazing for golf. Like the height of his career was when golf first started to be televised.
Chichi Rodriguez.
So he really did a lot just for the game of golf.
Yeah,
just being
between
on
him
TV.
and Jack Nicklaus.
Oh, yeah, dude.
during that time, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, they advanced the game so much.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. So
So yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it sucks.
it's
It
a
was-
shame. I mean,
it was a
and
big
like you
shock,
said, it's,
you
it's
know.
yeah. I mean, it sucks. It's terrible to lose a legend like that.
Yeah.
But
but
you
shit,
know,
he was
then you're like,
87, man.
he's 87. He's got heart problems. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
And it doesn't make it any easier.
Yeah.
But it's not something like. And I don't want to loop this into it, but the Jose Fernandez thing.
Oh, absolutely. No,
in,
loop it
in
in,
Miami.
yeah.
I mean, like that's a situation where this dude dies
He
in a
was
boat in a boating
26,
accident. He's
25 or 26?
24.
24.
24 years old.
They hit
man.
the fucking rocks.
They
That's
hit a
crazy.
jetty, yeah.
He barely begun his career, man,
Yeah.
and he was like, I mean, he was
He
a
was a
star
badass,
in
dude.
the
He
league.
was a badass, yeah.
He was definitely on his way to becoming one of the best pitchers in baseball for
Indeed
sure.
he was. Indeed he was.
So it was, that's one of those things where it's like, you know, in one weekend you see one star lose his life, and you're like, oh man, like you
Yeah.
had so much to give, and then you watch a legend lose
That
his
gave
life,
us
and
so
you're
much,
like,
yeah.
man, like you gave us so much, and
Yeah.
and thank you for that. But I mean,
That's a
Jose,
crazy-
Jose Fernandez could have been a legend. I
He
mean,
could
we'll
have
never
been.
know.
Absolutely.
If I
yeah.
can just say, this year has been wrought with death.
It really has. We were talking about that today at lunch, and it's crazy how many celebrities and shit have died, man.
It is. It's massively crazy.
Dude,
like,
Mikey stabbed him in the fucking throat if he ever grabs that
Yeah.
bag
Dude,
again.
You see that? He tried to grab my In-N-Out. Dude, I fucking saw that on my peripheral.
Dude, I will defend that bag with my life because I went through hell to get that bag here.
Yeah.
I tried to tell him that, but he didn't want to have it.
Why is it that White Troy keeps throwing up the Black Panther symbol?
Anyhow,
That was the second
let's
time
get
dude,
back
he did that.
Yeah, Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
That's C. Kyle. That's not.
All right. So, Dozer sent us
Do
a
you see
breakdown.
the subtle difference between black power and white power?
It's from a high five to a fist bump. It's really just where you go. It just depends on which regime you're going with. All right. So, Dozer sent us a breakdown.
All right.
That's pretty comprehensive.
He's
breakdown.
gonna annihilate me. I know
All right, so it starts out with the Seattle-San Francisco game. Seattle 37, San Francisco 18, just so we all know that going in.
Hell yeah. Niners lost. Screw you, Dad.
He says, "Oh, wreck. I feel bad for your Niners." It seems they are the same dumpster fire that they were last year, and with injuries to 2 more starters, and Vance McDonald and Jimmy Ward, it seems it isn't going to change soon. They did manage to injure Russell Wilson, making him miss plays for the first time since he entered the league, but alas, the game was already out of hand by then. On the bright side, Carlos Hyde was the first running back to go over 100 yards against the Seattle defense since Jamal Charles did it in Week 11 of the 2014 season. That's 24 games to you and me, folks. Now, if they could just find worthwhile talent to put around him so far, as it was in Philly, the Chip Kelly experiment isn't going well, but there's still a lot of season left, so we will see.
Oh, all right.
Your record is 1-2. Your next game is Dallas at home.
Yeah, all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and say right now, yes.
You're gonna interject.
The Niners are a complete disaster, and I wouldn't expect anything out of them this year. They're going to be lucky if they go 4-12. I think 4-12 is a pretty solid mark to expect them to go.
Right.
Well, and Anthony Davis retired for his second time.
Fuck that guy, man. Fuck that guy. For the second time.
In his career. Is he, what, like 25, 26 years
just
old?
stay retired. Stop telling everybody you're going to come back.
Quit Brett Favre in it, motherfucker.
Yeah, right, exactly. You are not Brett Favre.
All right.
But,
go ahead.
so you can't judge Chip Kelly on this right now because this is not Chip Kelly's team. This is what he was left with after the gym teacher that we had as a football coach last year did what he did. Right. And if you want to blame anybody, dude, you got to blame the GM. You got to blame the guy running the fucking who hires who signs the players. That's not up to the coach. It's not Chip Kelly's fault that the Niners suck right now. The Niners suck. And I told all you guys before the season started, the Niners are going to suck this year. I knew it going in, so I'm not surprised whatsoever. I'm surprised they've gotten blown out in 2 weeks in a row, but I'm not surprised they suck as much as they do.
Right.
And they're going to continue to suck as much as they do.
It's not going to be pretty.
I'm just going to say, when the Panthers beat their ass, I was the happiest motherfucker that day.
You can shut your fucking dirty whore mouth right now.
Go back to your home on Whore Island.
It could have been almost any other team aside from the Seahawks. Like, you just said, I'm glad the fucking Raiders beat them. And I was like, yeah, you're good. But fuck the Panthers.
Hey, if I'm going to support a team, it's going to be a team that knows about as much football as I do, so...
Which is the Newfoundland Brownfuggers.
Or otherwise known as the Cleveland Browns. So anyways, so now we move on to the Oakland game.
Yep.
Oakland was 17, Tennessee was 10. All right. Dozer says, way to go, Oakland. The first 2 weeks... the defense allowed more yards than any other team in a 2-game stretch since the 1940s. But they pulled it all together this week and held Mariota to 17 of 33 for 214 yards. 2 picks and a lost fumble. Del Rio made a few changes on the side of the ball by starting Corey James at linebacker and rookie Carl Joseph as safety, and it seemed to make a difference this week. If the D can keep it up, these Raiders will be a tough challenge for any team moving forward because we all know that the offense has been on point thus far. Your record is 2-1, and you're next at Baltimore. So then we move on to the Dallas game.
Fucking A. Thank you, Dozer.
Go Cowboys.
Be so bold.
Cowboys.
Prescott, man, he's killing it.
He says Dallas is 31, Chicago was 17. He says, may I be so bold as to say that Tony Romo's career in Dallas, quite possibly in the NFL, is over.
Over.
While I realize that this win was against the Bears, who have effectively become the punching bag of the league, Dak Prescott continues to impress, and I believe that even when Tony can play again, he won't, at least not in Dallas. These are not the same Cowboys of 2015 where the loss of Romo derailed the season and they were relying on the likes of Matt Castle to get them through. No, these Cowboys are thus far looking like serious contenders for a division crown and a playoff berth. Led by Prescott, 19 of 24 for 248 yards with 1 passing and 1 rushing TD, and Elliott 140 yards on 30 carries. That's fucking impressive.
That's pretty
dude.
impressive.
That is actually
I will
really
say this much,
impressive.
Dozer, if you're listening. Right now, the Cowboys aren't getting past the Eagles, with Carson Wentz just going out of his mind.
They're both.
Highly
Hey,
possible.
both of them are fucking killing it right now, though.
The boys could end the playoff drought this year. I'm still suspect of the defense, though. They allowed a hapless Bears team led by Brian Hoyer. Yes, the same Brian Hoyer who threw 5 picks in 1 playoff game the last time he was on the field to score 17 points. Enjoy it, Smite. It was a good win. Your record is 2-1, and you're next at San Fran.
Thank you, sir.
Which will be another win.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would assume
it's
so.
going to be a win.
I would assume so. It could be a shootout. Who knows?
I doubt it.
Okay, so now we go on to Denver. Denver 29, Cincinnati 17.
Yada, blah, blah, blah.
Finally, a week that the defense didn't have to pull the Broncos out of the fire. It's starting to look like Elway and Kubiak knew what they were doing when they named the 7th-round draft pick out of Northwestern the Week 1 starter. Cincinnati took away the running game entirely and dared Trevor Siemian and the Broncos to beat them through the air. That turned out to be a mistake as Siemian went 23 of 35 for 312 yards, which is pretty fucking good for a new kid, dude. 4 touchdowns and no picks, becoming the first QB. This is one thing. 4 touchdowns and no picks, becoming the first QB in NFL history to go over 300 yards
On
with
his
4
first road
TDs
start,
and no
I know.
interceptions in his first road start.
I know. Hey, Denver fans have been fucking jacking off to that all day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they have.
Now, I will say that he did it with the help of some very bad hands on the part of the Cincinnati Bengals, the Cincinnati defenders, as one pass was dropped for what surely would have been a pick 6, but he did complete 11 of 12 passes in the 4th quarter to lead Denver to the victory. The run defense was worrisome in this game, but they held the Bengals to 17 and didn't get burned completely. So far, so good in Bronco country. I'm looking forward to the division games this year because I believe that's where things will get truly interesting. Record 3-0, and we're next to Tampa Bay.
Yeah,
Oh,
that'll definitely be a win.
That's bullshit. And we have more fucking Dallas fans in the house than I think we do Broncos fans.
Highly
Yeah,
possible.
what's up?
Yeah.
And then you got both the
Possible.
fucking
Now what?
Troys. That's Black and Defer right there.
So thanks for the breakdown, Dozer. I do like the new format. and I fucking like that, dude.
I really appreciate that, dude.
Yeah.
So keep sending those.
That
in.
was a good breakdown. That was
Yeah,
a,
no, he's
that was an awesome
very-
breakdown.
It's very
I like
comprehensive.
the proactive approach to going after everybody's team and,
Yep.
and breaking down that.
Absolutely.
That was fucking awesome, man.
That's
I appreciate that.
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Sorry I didn't get to stop in was it Dumbass, Texas? Dumas.
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 It is basically dumbass.
I didn't get a
Texas. He
chance
even
to
says
stop,
that.
but
I
each
didn't
time-
get a chance to really watch much of the end of the games. I didn't wake. I thought I got home at like 7:30 yesterday morning. I don't think I got up till about 3.
This motherfucker right here.
I
dude.
know. Hey, it's not about being an amateur, man.
It's
It was
hard.
just it's called alcoholism. It's called
Yeah,
a problem.
no shit.
I watched as much of the games that I could, but I work while most
Right.
of the games are going. I enjoy being able to go out and watch the game, just because I bet on this shit and I lost horribly.
Well, stop betting then. I don't know what to tell you. All right. You guys got any jokes so we can
Entertainment?
close this shit
Yeah.
out? What, you want to do something on entertainment?
Well, I didn't know.
was gonna
Didn't
say,
you
do
just
we
see
have
that?
to
You
talk
watched that
entertainment?
new show with how they like keep one person.
Oh, Designated Survivor.
Yes.
I will say
So-
this.
Oh,
Okay.
I've been looking at.
Did you
hearing
watch
about
it?
that.
No, but I seen the
The
Okay.
commercials.
I did not know they kept one person from the cabinet.
I didn't
They
either.
do. They
I
do.
did not know that.
When all the heads of state,
Yeah.
when all Congress and Senate and then President and everybody's in a big fucking conference or whatever,
Just in
they
case.
always keep one person out called the Designated
I
Survivor.
never knew that.
It's Kiefer Sutherland, in
which
this
is
show.
awesome.
It is fucking badass, dude.
I'm
Because
having a hard time. I know what the premise of the show is.
Right.
I have a hard time buying Kiefer as that guy.
I'm
I
telling
don't
you,
know,
dude,
man. I
watch
mean,
the show.
24 was pretty badass the first
No,
couple
24 was
seasons.
24 was awesome.
No,
all the way
after
through.
An
I
Eye
love
for an Eye was fucking awesome.
I thought he was the best. And what was that movie where they were all doctors and they killed or they died? Or
Flatliners.
yes.
Yeah, that was a
Best
great
fucking-
one.
Dude, that's old
Anyway,
school. That's
That
old
is way
school.
old school,
though.
dude.
Best fucking
Yeah.
performance.
Kiefer
though.
was
Julia
ama-
Roberts and shit.
Kiefer,
Uh-huh.
Kiefer was amazing.
Fine
in,
ass
in
Julia.
Lost
Airy.
Boys and Young Guns.
Shit, Young Guns and yeah. No, and the hell was that?
Fuck
The train,
was
bro.
that?
Damn.
The train's stopping, so that's not
Why
good.
is the train
That's
not
not
good at
that's
all,
not
dude.
the 3 o'clock train though.
No,
So
it's
that's at
stopping.
least
It
Yeah, but
doesn't
that was
matter.
a
It's stopping.
that was a
That's not
train
good.
immediately stopping. That was incredible.
The last time
That's a
that
huge
happened.
bang.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the last
that
time that happened, shit went down.
Yeah.
Last time that
That's
happened,
not
somebody
good.
got
We'll
killed.
look into that and report back next week. But anyways,
It
Designated
already
Survivor.
stopped. It's moving again.
Designated Survivor. It actually really is a cool show. It's pretty badass, dude.
No,
So I
it
recommend
stopped.
On entertainment, just out of curiosity from you guys, what is the one movie that you're looking forward to within the next year?
Magnificent Seven.
Ooh, I don't
Blair
know,
Witch.
man. That's pretty hard right now. 'cause
Yeah, it is. There's a lot
I'm
of
in
good
mix
ones.
right now.
That's
I
why I
really
want
wanna
to put
see-
it out.
I want to see
Within
All
the-
Eyes on
within
Me.
the next year.
Yeah, that
yes.
one.
I think All Eyes on Me.
Magnificent
Magnificent
Seven
Seven.
for sure.
Yeah.
I want to see Blair Witch too. I think that's
And Super
should be good.
Troopers too.
Super Troopers too for
I've
sure.
heard tell of
Who
that, but I
knows
haven't
when
seen
that's coming
anything
out,
about
though?
that.
That's coming out this year.
Yeah.
That's what they
So
say.
they
but
say.
who
Yeah,
knows?
that's what they
already-
said. But I know All Eyes on Me is definitely going to be out this year. And there was one other movie I just can't think of what it is. But
Is that the Tupac movie?
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
that dude.
Enough
What's
said
his name?
Tupac shorts.
Demetrius
blah, blah, blah,
Demetrius
Tupac
Shipp
shorts.
Jr. Dude, watching the trailers, he's playing a great fucking role.
I know. Blah 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 blah. I buy Tupac shirts that are too big for me.
Okay, do you guys
we
all want to
understand.
go to this show? We could go just kind of like we
You have
did
Tupac
straight out of
shirts?
Compton.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
Fucking
right.
asshole.
So yeah, Magnificent Seven, and then the last Wolverine movie that Hugh Jackman's gonna do is coming out next.
Oh
year.
yes, I can't wait for that one.
I didn't know. I didn't know
Yeah.
that it was the last one.
Yeah, it's his last one. They're gonna recast the role.
Oh,
and
gotcha.
then
Ooh, there's a
probably
Marky
gonna do
Mark
some
movie
stuff.
that's
Yeah,
That's
coming
gonna
out.
be tough, dude.
I know, dude. Can you believe he's been doing that role for 17 years?
I can believe that, but who the fuck are they going to put in there?
Tom Hardy's been one name mentioned.
Ooh, that might
That might be good.
That
I think Scott
Yeah.
Eastwood should get a bid for it.
What about that new Marky
That's
Mark
not
movie?
a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all.
Yep.
The new Marky Mark movie.
Yeah,
Which
where
one?
he's like on the oil rig.
Oh,
that's
Deepwater
coming-
Horizon.
Deepwater Horizon.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
coming
That
out-
looks-
that's coming out pretty soon.
Yeah, that looks fucking awesome.
You
dude.
know what I heard? I haven't seen Sully yet, but I heard Sully was really good.
So yeah,
that's supposed to be
Tom
good.
Hanks, Yeah, that looks pretty good.
So I'm going to look
See,
into that.
I'm
one.
a little bit behind. I'm still waiting to try and
In
see
case
how
you don't
Suicide
know,
Squad
in
goes.
case you don't know, Sully crashed a plane into the East River. But anyways, we're moving on.
I'm somewhat intrigued.
Spoiler
I don't know
alert.
how many of you guys know the game, but I'm always a little bit apprehensive when it comes to video games being adapted into movies.
Right.
But I am pretty excited about the Assassin's Creed movie that's coming out at the end of the
I
year.
don't know how I feel about that yet.
I'm a little up and down on that one.
Yeah.
They got a
That
good,
game was
they got a good
badass.
dude to
The game
to
was
play the
badass,
lead
but-
though,
Yeah.
Michael
Yeah.
Fassbender.
Yeah.
So like I feel like it could be good. It might be shit. I don't
Like
know.
the previews look cool, but I'm just like, man,
I haven't
think
seen
they
a
gave
preview.
us.
I was just seeing
I
pictures.
mean,
No,
like
no,
the
that
game
was a
was
preview
badass.
movie.
The game was badass.
No, it was us. It was.
when
but-
it when it first
To
came
be
out,
able
it was
to put
badass.
that in a movie is going to be one hell of a challenge.
I'm actually. I didn't know they were
And
making
I
a
hope
movie.
they do it
I'm
well.
stoked.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, anybody got anything else on entertainment? No.
Think we
just
should
do
be good?
some
Some
Jokes,
and then-
jokes and roll out.
Yes,
All
sir.
Hey, before we, thank you guys for letting me on the show again.
Absolutely, dude. Don't worry, man.
I love this shit. I love being able to come out and hang out with you guys.
We love the fact that you're here and we actually got to record a show.
Yeah, no technical difficulties this time.
Except for that.
Jesus.
All right.
Fuck,
All right.
Rick.
I got one Arnold Palmer
I'm
joke.
sorry.
All right.
I think
Dude,
it's
I was
fucking
looking
cool.
up Arnold Palmer jokes, and I was like, dude, it's
Okay, so here we go.
Might have to skip me while I sneeze.
To all you golfers, you know what I'm talking about. So, during a pro-am, Arnold Palmer's partner asked, "Well, Arnold, what do you think of my game?"
I saw this one.
"It's okay," said Arnie, "but I prefer golf."
Jesus.
You
Going
know,
on, JJ?
Yeah. I'll be back in
I'm
just a
looking
second.
one up.
All right. Okay.
If I don't,
Hit
I've
it.
got
So,
one on my brain. So.
Why can't midgets wear tampons? Because they keep stepping over the string or stepping on the string.
All right. What's the difference between an Irish wedding and an Irish funeral? At an Irish funeral, there's just one less drunk.
Right.
What did the midget say when I asked him for $1? Sorry, I'm a little short.
Jesus. These are just the shit that happens to you every day, dude.
Yeah, pretty much.
What's the difference between a smart Irishman and a unicorn? Nothing. Neither one exists.
I'll give you $40 for that In-N-Out burger.
Fuck off. Give me some sucky
Give me
with
$40
that.
for that In-N-Out burger because I paid for it. I'll sell it right now.
I don't give a shit. You're not selling it.
I might just
What
kick
do
you in
you-
the nuts and take it.
What do you call a midget with 3 legs? Horny.
Horny.
Jesus.
How do you blind an Irishman? Put a bottle of scotch in front of him.
Damn straight.
Anybody?
I'm still looking.
All right.
Oh, it took me forever to find that Arnold Palmer joke.
What do you call it? Oh, no, that one's fucking dumb. Did you hear about the winner of the Irish Beauty Contest? Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
What do you call a black midget? Knee don't grow.
Jesus, man.
Oh, that one was
That's a good one.
Why are black people like jelly beans? Nobody likes the black ones.
I love the black
God
ones.
damn it, dude. What do you call an Irishman in the knockout stages of the World Cup? A referee.
Fuck, that's great.
What was the only thing missing from the Million Man March? An auctioneer.
Auctioneer in chains.
Did you hear about the midget that overdosed on Viagra? He's a little stiff now.
What do you call two lesbians floating down a river? Fur traders.
What do black lesbians have for breakfast?
Oh, Jesus.
Cocoa Muffs.
Oh, dear God.
Two midgets walk into a mini bar.
I like that Viagra's finally accepting jokes
I
that
love
pertain
that.
to him.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm done.
What do you call lesbian twins?
Jesus.
Lookalikes.
What's the difference between a park bench and a black guy? The park bench can support a family.
Isn't there a pizza joke like that?
All right, so an Irish priest is driving down to New
Sam, I'm
York.
pretty sure I could get stabbed in the back of the head right now.
An Irish priest is driving down to New York and gets stopped for speeding in Connecticut. State trooper smells alcohol in the priest's breath, and he sees an empty wine bottle on the floor of the car. He says, "Sir, have you been drinking?" Priest says, "No, I just been drinking water." Trooper says, "Then why do I smell wine?" Priest looks at the bottle and says, "Oh, the good Lord, he's done it again." That's good shit.
What do you call an Irish lesbian? A Gaelic.
All right. Everybody feel good about it?
Yes,
Did
yes.
we make it through? Like it's still recording? Hey,
Oh, yeah, no, we're
this
good.
motherfucker right
We're
here.
good, we're good.
He wouldn't have known if we stopped 20 minutes ago. He's just like,
We're all good.
That's
We're
what
all
you get
good.
when you smoke wax right before the show.
You know what? I was looking up a fucking joke. Fuck all you motherfuckers.
Yeah, 38
Thank you for
minutes
that
ago.
last, though.
All right. So, yeah. Man, I'm Pimp Snaggles.
I'm the Irish car rag.
And for DJ Smite.
Yeah, yeah.
Our buddy Viagra.
What I do.
And always valuable input from JJ.
The sexy tones of JJ's
Not a
voice.
JJ.
Those sexy tones.
They're tones. I don't know about sexy. Most dogs just freak out, but it's all right. That's the way your sex life rolls, man. And from all of us here at Double Brogy Broadcasting,
Cheers to Nichols.
Let me tell you a little story about how I was raised. Everyday work, everyday pray. God, family, friends, yeah, everybody sins. A winner never quits, and a quitter never wins. Help folks in need, don't fall for greed. A jealous man is weak, so think before you speak. If you love them, let them know. If you hate, let it go. Fast can be fun, but sometimes you need slow. God is all good, the devil is so real. So listen up, y'all, cause this is how I feel.
I won't back up, I don't back down. I've been raised up to stand my ground. Take my job, but not my guns. Tax my check till I ain't got none. Except for the good Lord up above. I answer to no one.
See, I'm a flag-flying, Bible-toting son of a gun. Yeah, I'm hell on the heart, just a rebel on the run. Scared, don't know it. Fear, don't feel it. The truth is the light. Sometimes you gotta fight. Good beats bad, right beats wrong. I'm a barroom preacher, and this is my song. I'm climbing for the top, representing for the country. I'm the people's champ, right out to deer camp. gun-toter, Republican voter, Hank Jr. supporter, let's protect our border. To hell with anyone who don't believe in the USA, cause this is what I say.
I won't back up, I don't back down. I've been raised up to stand my ground. Take my job, but not my guns. Tax my check till I ain't got none, except for the good Lord up above. I answer to no one.
My right to tote the weapon of my choice. Don't censor my voice. Hate me if you won't, or love me if you can. If the truth is what you want, then you found your man. I ain't backing down, I ain't backing up. If you think like I think, then crank it on